of you want to do things right? To keep up with keeping your lives tight. Tight as in being right with the truth of true insight. Who of you want to do things right? Who of you want to truly succeed in attaining all in that which is your need? To be heard by the real answerer of all deeds, the true hero of all whom pleads. Who of you really want to bow down to the true King of Kings commanding the crown? To worship the one that ever rules alone, commanding everything of creation from the seat of its throne.
And he got this thing about the Holocaust on his front page.
Yeah.
What about the Holocaust or the cost of hell that the black people, African Americans, are still suffering?
Mm-hmm.
That cost of hell that's costing them the soul connection, their soul connection.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's right.
He wrote his book.
And the sun.
As the sun shines from the east or whatever, and he just demoralized and knocked his father out. Went and stood toe-to-toe with a dead man.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? That's why I pray, Lord, please let me bring these things out before they pass on so that nobody will think I'm just talking about them because they're gone.
Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then he went to the heart of the Holy Quran, the Lord's word.
Yeah.
Okay, it's polygamy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not agreed with in this society.
Right.
This devil society say the hell with it being 9-1 or 7-1 women. If a woman ain't got a man, so be it. She could go and take somebody else's husband, that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
She can go lay with other women, that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Sex is sex, as long as they get their sex off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the Lord prescribed that you can have more than one wife for the sake of the community, for the sake of the human beings that have fathers in their families, for their children, to have community in their home. What happened to community? A home was a community. Like they used to say, it takes a whole village to raise a child. And the village used to be one family.
That's right.
In Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So they lost touch with all that. Even the Indians was all related. Native Americans, some man was related.
Mm-hmm.
They lost touch that. What did this man do? He went to the heart of the Quran and raised up the American law, United States law, and spit on the Quran.
Mm-hmm.
And said, if you got more than one wife, you're bigamous.
Mm-hmm.
So what if you're bigamous by the laws of this land?
Mm-hmm.
How dare he spit on the Quran?
Exactly. Right.
If he couldn't say what was righteous about that issue, he should not have said anything at all about that issue.
Yeah.
But working for the jinn, he want to deter righteousness.
Right.
See, quiet is kept to the devil, to the jinn. It's all right to have a wife and then have all these women on the side coming to you at the hotels and whatever, you know, and you making them children. As long as you can hide them children. You know, you having them mistresses on the side. That's all right. When that's wrong in the sight of the Lord.
Right.
What about the fairness to the mistresses?
That's right.
What about the fairness to the children that become of those mistresses?
That's right.
Even back in the time with Abraham, when his wife Sarah couldn't have a child.
Right.
Allah didn't let her have a child. Mm-hmm. And she took her slave and said, well, I want you to have a child for my husband, and I'm going to take that child for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, that's what she was saying.
Yeah.
It's going to be my child. And to confirm that, when the lady was having the baby, she pulled the lady to her.
Mm-hmm.
As though she was having the baby too.
Yeah.
Huh? But what did Abraham do by the command of Allah? Abraham, which they will not tell it, married Hagar too.
That's right.
Took her from being a slave and made her his wife. They don't want to tell it.
Mm-hmm.
The Jews know it.
Mm-hmm.
Ishmael was his legitimate son.
That's right.
In the eyes of Allah, Ishmael was his son and Hagar was his wife, as well as Sarah was his wife. Sarah could not handle that.
Right.
And then Allah caused Sarah to have a child at a very old age.
That's right.
Huh?
That's right.
And Abraham and Sarah used to laugh when they talked about her having a child.
Mm-hmm.
And they named her child Isaac. They laughed.
Mm-hmm.
Or he laughed. Or she laughed.
Yeah.
That's what Isaac means.
Mm-hmm.
But Allah brought him anyway.
That's right.
Then Sarah couldn't stand the sight of Ishmael, the one she wanted for herself.
That's right.
The one she wanted to take from that lady, from her co-wife.
That's right.
And she went to battle with Abraham about it.
Yeah.
I want out of here. That's why Abraham sent them away.
That's right.
That's what my Lord said. I don't have to go look in no book. My Lord said that.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Lord, and this is gonna disappoint some of the Muslims. But the Lord tried Abraham and said, okay, you want to send my servant away? Take this other child, take him to the altar, and I want you to slay him.
That's right.
Kill him.
Mm-hmm.
That was a trial for Abraham for showing more love for Sarah.
That's right.
Agreeing with Sarah to let Hagar go, letting Sarah treat Hagar bad.
Mm-hmm.
So Allah tried Abraham, and he took Isaac up there and was gonna kill him.
That's right.
And Allah said that Isaac stood for when he found out what his father was doing.
Mm-hmm.
He said, well, if it's the will of the Lord Most High,
that's right.
then I surrender. But Allah sent an archangel, told him, now don't kill him. You pass your trial. We will look at this as though you have slain your son. Slay an animal instead, a lamb or a sheep or whatever it was. Slay that instead.
That's right.
And go back to your wife. We're going to let your wife know what you was going to do.
That's right.
And never put your wife over the Lord Most High. That's right. And then Abraham went and found Ishmael and Hagar.
That's right.
They had suffered in the desert.
That's right.
And he went and found them, and then they got together and they built the holy house of Mecca. They started it.
That's right.
That's what that was all about. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't Ishmael that was put up there on the altar. It was Isaac because it was a trial for Abraham for his mean wife Sarah.
That's right.
Who was his sister.
That's right.
Sarah was his sister, his half-sister.
That's right.
And his wife.
That's true.
And Allah was displeased with him. But that germ, that seed of Sarah is still in her lineage.
That's right, them Jews.
It's still in her.
Yes, it is.
And that anger is still in Hagar's lineage.
That's right.
And here they go,
fighting now.
Brothers and sisters, thousands of years, fighting and killing and hating each other more than anybody on the face of the planet Earth.
Now, those who watching this, the Lord has explained to you why the conflict in Israel is going on right now between Palestine and Israel.
Why the United
States is backing the Jews up.
Yeah.
Can't solve it. No, because it's backing them.
Yeah.
Ahezaah said it's going to spoil the jinn. Raise up the Lord Most High is supposed to be raised and spoil them doers of evil. Ahezaah doing the end of this program now. Ahezaah giving these words of truth to you, for you to look at. The Lord Most High has educated you now as we see that in this conversation. And we invite you into our house to be a part of this conversation anytime you tune in this program. The Lord is so giving, and it's all giving in his words of wisdom. Not smart in his words of guidance to you that look to be freed up in the world today. Because you've been slaved by the jinn for too long. The Lord is going to take the world down. Now you're going to need to make a choice for yourself now. Am I going to be of the Lord or you're going to be of the devil? That's the bottom line, cut and dry. No other ifs, ands, or buts about it. The Lord is giving you an opportunity now, a chance to be called, to be a sign of those who are to be saved or those who are to be doomed. The story of Noah, the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, is the day's story, the news of the day. Is the day's news. They won't call it Sodom and Gomorrah, but this is the news of the day. They won't call them out the Egypt, but this is the Egypt of the day.
The news coverage.
That's right.
A lady that's supposed to be recently, in the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and mentioned the term. She's using the term Bible days. People talk about the older days of the Bible days, but she said, something in reference to the conversation that was going on. She said, well, those were the Bible days, but it doesn't apply to today.
Yeah, right. Right.
And I mean, then
and that's what the devil wants you to say. Oh, that was yesterday.
Yeah. Right.
Muslims, Muhammad is the final. Allah was yesterday.
Right.
Everything is, the Bible days, the Quranic days, the days of the covenant of the Lord is today.
Right.
You understand? Muhammad was a prophet.
That's right.
A prophet prophesied about things to come. So Muhammad talked about things to come that the Lord was going to do in this day. And Muhammad said in the Holy Quran, or the Lord said through Muhammad in the Holy Quran, that never will I destroy a town or a people. Right. Unless I send them a warner.
That's right.
So Muhammad prophesied about this great day of judgment and destruction. A warner had to come.
This is my question always to the Muslims that I've been reading in chapter 6 was that of the Quran. When my messengers come to you.
When my messengers come. Not when my messengers came.
When they come to you.
Messengers come to you.
Rehearsing my signs.
There you go.
And now the Muslims get a day, made Muhammad the final seal, the seal of the prophets, the final, the last.
But you think about this. Allah said in their hearts there's a disease.
That's right.
And I will increase their disease.
That's right.
And over their eyes and ears, I'll put coverings, huh?
So they don't see it in the Quran.
They don't realize the Quran is speaking to them. Allah said, this book I send down for those of you who believe.
That's right.
And they don't understand when Allah talk about those, I send it to those of you who believe, and then it start talking about the disbelievers. Amongst them, you have disbelievers who believe. I believe that you're a black man, but I disbelieve that you have a mind of a black man. You could be a believer in something you disbelieve. You understand? It sounds contradicting, just like a lot of other things in the Holy Quran, but it's not.
Right.
The devil believes that Allah is real.
That's right.
But he disbelieves in Allah's commandments.
That's right.
Anybody can disavow Allah's commandments. You can go against Allah's commandments if Allah allows you. But you can't go against His will.
That's right. That's right.
You see? So there's that so-called contradiction again.
Right. Another fallacy that many people of world religion believing in, that everyone believes that they're believers.
Yes, they believe that.
Christian, Muslim, Jew, we all saved, we go into paradise.
But as a man thinketh, so shall he believe.
That's right.
And they take that as law. So all of you who say you believe, then know that you're saying you believe in the Holy Quran, the Torah, the Injil, all the things that the Lord has sent down. Know that you say you believe in the Vedas and the Upanishads, Sanskrit, holy writings of the East. Know that you say that you believe. You just don't know how much of it is that you say you believe in. Because the book of the Lord is an eternal book and it's infinite.
Right.
I mean, it covers things infinitely. And you saying you believe in that. This now, come on. If you believe in the leaf, you believe in that tree. Huh?
And Ahezaah said these are only from
It is all connected. It is all connected. So you're going to be judged by this. Those of you Muslims who hate Christians, you're going to be judged by what Jesus brought and what John brought. Those of you Christians that hate Muslims, you're going to be judged by what Muhammad brought. Don't think you're going to be free of it. You Muslims going to be judged by their Zarathustra's words, Zoroastrians' words. You're going to be judged by the Bab's words. You're going to be judged by all those things. You're going to be judged by things that Lao Shu brought down. You think you're going to think your word is more powerful than Allah's? No, it's not. I don't care how you look at it. Muhammad told you to seek the knowledge from here unto China. Allah said in the Holy Quran that this book is the criterion of all that came before it and all that was to come behind it. And you are going to be charged and judged by all those things. So you can keep talking, get mad, and close your ears. Your ears already closed, those of you who talk about you can't hear what I'm saying. Your ears already closed.
I'll tell you. Our opening song is what? Someone's got to call.
Someone's got to call you.
Those ears have been closed by the hidden gem. By the powers, by the dupes, by the people.
No. Their ears ain't been closed by the jinn. Their ears been closed by Allah. Allah has closed their ears for listening to the jinn.
Right.
See, the devil ain't got no power.
That's right.
Allah created the devil.
That's right.
Allah put you down here in this realm. And you think you're going to escape Allah. I said, well, you only live once. Yeah, right.
People's thinking though.
Yeah, right. So you're gonna get all the fun and games and whatever. You make your religion a sport and play, and then you got to go back to the one that created you and this world and all that sport and play.
Good to hear.
And it says, "Did not I call you? Did not I send my messenger to you?"
That's right.
You know, you can't deny that United States of America is the second beast.
That's right.
That's written about in the book of Revelations, and that the Jews is the first beast that was resurrected. When you look around the world, who else was resurrected? What nation of people that was all but dead?
That's right.
Slain. And then was resurrected now, running around, and who but the Jews is these United States of America making people bow down to? It's written in the book of Revelation.
That's right.
I mean, it's all there.
That's right.
The Lord has taken your excuse away about not understanding Revelation when it sent me, the messenger of the covenant, and the messenger who come to loose the seals of Revelation and all the holy books that has been sent down before.
Yes, sir.
And I tell the people, you want to fight against me? Bring all your holy books, the real holy books. Bring them. And if it's in a different language, you know the language, speak the language, translate that language, and I'll tell you what's really being said. You know? I mean, I can't make it no more clear. This is what the Lord says it will do. This is what the Lord commands me to call people to. You understand? I'm not... See, a lot of people that's ignorant, a lot of people that's unlearned, a lot of people that's following these people who call themselves learned and scholars and stuff, whom Allah said, I come to destroy the scholars.
That's right.
That turn against it. That take these positions. Those people, you just don't know. They don't know. It's like, well, I'm following the greatest army. Well, the jinn seem to have the greatest army. Like the United States of America's government called the Arabs terrorists.
Right.
In private, they laugh at them. In private, they laugh at them. Come on. What would you rather? Would you rather have a bomb wrapped around your body and you drive a car into a building? Or would you rather have a nuclear bomb that you can stand back 3,000, 5,000 miles away and press a button or have planes flying overhead, dropping down like what Nostradamus talked about?
That's right.
You know, they even went so far they have stealth fighters. You can't even see them coming. And radar, you just hear them, and they're right there. And it's boom. Who's the greatest terrorist? What greater terror? Come on.
And see, again, our people are being asleep again.
Put to sleep
by Ahezaah and duped by the devil because they don't see it as terror. They don't know that it's terror.
Oh, because see, here's the whole
I'm saying, they don't understand it's terror.
The only ones who can really relate to what I'm saying in America, the people who can relate to it is the people who have been in the military, in the militarized zone, fighting in these wars. Those people who have been in places where the bombs came down while they were down there on the ground with them. They can relate to that. And also the people who were in riots. In small portions of anarchy in this United States of America, when the military send their National Guards in and they state police and police officers and they have them come in there really shooting and killing and doing all those things, they can relate to war and terror. Most of the people in the United States of America can't relate to war and terror because it's never here. But the Lord said, I'm going to bring it here. And I'm going to bring it here by nature, by the animals and insects, and by the hands of man. So look forward to war actually taking place over here. Well, I shouldn't say look forward to it because there's a lot of things going on that I don't even want to be here when it happens. He showed me some things I don't want to see myself. You know, some terrifying things. But these people don't know about. They don't know about how some children grow up. You think about the psychology of the Palestinian children or those Arab children who grow up to put a bomb around them to kill another people. Something really bad got to be happening to them for them to have that mentality. For that thing to continue on and say, I will kill myself to preserve my people. Something deep has to be happening. And then the Lord said that there will never be peace over in the Middle East, over in Jerusalem, ever again. It says that I have cursed that land. That is no longer the Holy Land. I don't care how many temples and domes of the rock or whatever is over there. When the Lord said it is over, it is over. Everything that has a beginning has an end. Their end has come. Mecca's end is here. And the Muslims' time, Muhammad time is here. That day is past. We're living in a new day. People may not want to hear it. They might want to say I'm crazy. They might want to say I'm foolish. We are in a new day.
Yeah.
What you think the last days is all about?
That's right.
The last days is the last days in time for a generation for a day of the Lord. A new day of the Lord is now coming in with a new people.
That's right.
And Allah has went so far as to write his name on my being, Ahezaah and Allah, clearly wrote it on me. Put the stars in my right hand.
That's right.
They did everything that it says it's going to do in the book of Revelation, making my hair white, giving me eyes like flaming fire, and a voice that speaks like the flowing of many waters.
That's right.
Oh, I haven't done all that things, and as you know, my feet look like they burnt.
Oh, yeah.
From my condition.
This is the real.
It's all real, but the people want to play games. And like the brother who came to one of our lectures, told me, let me see your feet. Why? You can't hear my wisdom. Why you want to see my feet?
Yeah.
You know, if the wisdom won't change you, the feet surely not.
That's right. I just said something through Jesus that was so beautiful. It made sense. These a wicked adult generation seeking that to resign. They brother seeing that your feet would have been a sign of him to disbelieve more.
To disbelieve
more. All the wisdom the Lord brings to the mouth of his messengers, people are not hearing.
Right.
But they look for the sin sake. I see your feet. I see the burnt brands in your feet. I don't want to see the stars in. Brother saw the stars in your hand at a radio program. We interviewed you then.
Yeah.
And he ain't been right since. I seen brother walking one day. He never did you not too far, as a matter of fact.
We heard
walking down the block. That brother walking around, he was a little space. When I seen him and driving to the house, I said, that's my man.
Because he know he didn't sing.
He didn't sing, he's some truth. Yeah,
and he's a Christian.
He's a
and
Christian.
He had that brother in the Christian Foundation or whatever.
Fellowship Council. Oh, yeah.
Fellowship Council. That radio interview he did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they Christians, and they had to bear witness to one who was not calling himself a Christian. As being the one the Lion of Judah resurrected, and that was sent out to from what he said, millions of Christians.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
I'm like, hey man, you know, as they should have been pouring down. Let that man come back to your radio station.
That's right.
More about what he's talking about. Y'all bear more witness that this man had these signs on the body that comes out of the Christian book.
That's right.
What's going on? But see, here we go again. The jinn and taking the people out so deep that they don't want the truth. They just want to live in the here and now.
Yeah.
They just want to live in the here and now. They want to have the fun here and now. They didn't lost sight of the life hereafter because they have no real spirituality other than the evil spirituality, because you got two sides of spirituality. You know? And they just gone, man. They can't.
They call it the coin phrase instant gratification. People,
it is.
Nice word.
What is that?
But it should just occur to the people, anyone listening, to show how the messenger has. We talk about from Islam to Christianity to the ancient Rome to Zarathustra to the ancient Far East, Laoshu,
Egyptian,
Yasa,
yes,
you know, and Imhotep,
and anyone can look
Akhenaten,
at us on this audience and want to know what they know. Those people should be talking about all of that in that range and in such order and in such flow like water, and everything is on point.
Right. Especially one who's not learned, such as myself, no high school, you know, and no religious schools. You know what I mean? Because when I became at one with Allah and the Holy Christ, the light of Christ, I was emptied of everything I thought I knew.
Right.
And then be filled up. I'm like a dead man walking. In truth, I've been judged. I have no charge of sin to come against me because I have no will and no of my own. And my desires, they're all secondary. You know, I might want something, but it ain't what I want. It's what the Lord wants. I want a lot of things to be different, but no, it's what the Lord wants. I might want some ice cream right now. Something as small as that. I have to ask, well, can I have some ice cream? No, I don't want you to have no ice cream.
I laugh. Even if
You know?
it's small in nature. Even something that small.
Yes, I depend on everything, and I'm aware of that.
It's funny that you mentioned because I pulled out an article off the internet Friday concerning the psychological men. You said you did a show talking about you can't mess with the psyche of the prophets.
Right.
And they did an article on this. I bring it down and show you. They did an article on the mentality that said the message of the prophets, they're crazy. They say they hear voices of the Lord. Say they hear voices from the Lord. They start mentioning these false prophets again. They start running out of lie. Then they mention the truth. They mention Moses. Jesus said that the Lord told them get the people out of Egypt. Jesus going to these people in the truth, but they trying to put them in the same soup, same pot.
Yeah,
you know.
That's the
those who claiming to hear voices now. Now they're saying it wasn't they claim the voices. No, they're not from the Lord. And they probably are mentally insane, imbalanced. So now you can't believe when people say that the Lord speaks to me. Like we hear some program constantly, but we know the Lord is from the side they give you and the side they give us in our lives. See, the difference between those who are from the Lord and those that the Lord say are false. I either say you give us things, don't take what I'm saying, investigate. A false prophet never say go investigate me or investigate what I'm saying.
Right.
He don't want you to investigate him or the words he's speaking about.
Right.
You know, I laughed at the thing that we heard about one of the brothers that you mentioned about again, the two false prophets. They asked him about the money for that march, the Million Man March.
Yeah, okay.
Now, instead of telling people where the money went, he said, go on our website, look at it for yourself. Well, you know what they want you to say where it went. What's the difference? Why gotta go down to the website and look up where the money was allotted to? See, if those things smart that people that are thinking again are dead in the mind. When he said it, he said it, they're not going to really mess with it. But anytime a true one comes to Lord, now they want to say, I hear what he say, I want to call him on his words, I want to call him on that, I want to call him on that. How you know the Lord really speak to you? Well, how you know the Lord don't speak to me? Like you always tell her, if I can put you in his mind, but I can get you to the Lord, I can tell you how to get to the Lord.
Right.
See, now you're giving us a way on the path how to come to the Lord. Now, many people that are false want to say, well, this is the way to get to where I'm at.
Right.
They don't want to give you that.
Right. You know, but common sense should tell someone, okay, the messenger, you're making a statement. Whether it's the Lord Holy-Apostle Deen, whether it was Jesus or Muhammad, you're making a statement. They have to be challenged that same way. The Lord's speaking to you. I can't. Common sense says you can't prove or disprove.
It's
that.
not common though. As you see now, people are not using sense.
Well, they're using common sense because that's what's common. Foolishness, ignorance.
You should be listening for the truth and the truth fear of Ahezaah, the reality that you may be facing the Lord's word. I will say this, as opposed to the
I will say this. I will say this though. Not even the people on behalf of the people that are still lost in what's going on in the world. But for the Lord, they blessing us to come to this realization. And it took time because, like I said, anyone going to jump in and say, okay, I believe I hear you saying. No, of course, you want to investigate. But the people won't even do that, have that. Let me just look at what he's saying, really, for a moment. Don't even, it was for that. Let me just see what he's saying. Might be right.
It's too much that they have to commit.
Okay.
They don't want to commit their lives. They don't want to take what they have become accustomed to and used to and comfortable in and chance to lose that.
Right. And
so they rather live here in what they think is heaven and take the chance of going to hell, which is more than just a chance. It's more probability that they're going to hell. You know? I
chant that the show is coming to an end now.
Well, we can continue on and do a part 3. If you up to it, because Ahezaah gave me a lot this morning.
But you want to reach us, you can reach us at A.H.A.D Incorporated, Post Office Box 8795, North New Jersey 07103. That's A.H.A.D Incorporated.
Who of you want to do things right? To keep up with keeping your lives tight. Tight as in being right with the truth of true insight. Who of you want to do things right? Who of you